Welcome to this new tutorial. Today I want to share something which I like and I work with a lot. So a lot of you have already heard of vibe coding. Many companies still struggle to understand if they want to apply it, if they want to adapt the culture of vibe coding. Let's say even in the recruiting process, many say no. You need to know the to know everything by heart and be an expert in that and this language. Then there is people like Elon Musk and the Nvidia CEO saying you don't need to learn any language anymore in the future. So this is for sure something new and which will let's say change the way development works and it's already happening. So it's really important to know how to vibe code, because you can just say, hey, I can do it with vibe coding and forget about let's say the working and mechanics. If you don't understand how LLMs work, what are risks, it can go wrong for you. So today I want to share my knowledge about this and how I am being successful using vibe coding. And for this, I use two methods, and these two methods I want to share. Let's say, to begin with, the specifications to code, because if you why specification? First of all, specifications means requirements, and if you don't write the right requirements, the interpretation of your query could drift in ways that you won't like. And it's important to write very good specifications. The more, the preciser, the better the outcome. And you must have clarity about what you intend to do. And so this is a very important advice to give. So this means that you actually have your set of requirements, you type them, you press enter, let's say, on the chat GPT or Gemini or whatever, and boom, you get your code. This is it. No, it's not it. It depends on the problem, and it depends on the complexity of the task itself, and it depends also on what risks are related to that. So I have pros and cons for you. So uh, the good thing about this method is that it's easy for less complex tasks. It's kind of one-shot outcome. You just type in, you get your outcome, and with large context windows with Gemini, I know, for instance, using Gemini Pro, that you don't have issue generating a very long code. And it's almost a copy-paste solution, which is very comfortable. But here you are running into multiple risks. So the longer the code, the more likely that you have problems due to hallucination, due to misinterpretation, or due to the fact that you didn't specify something that you just overlooked. So we are here talking about the hallucination problems, and this would lead to more copy-paste work to find the issues and to address them, to solve them. What I mean by that, let's say you have just outputted your first version of the code with a structure, with the script names, and so on. You have placed every single script in its place. Then, boom, there is this bug, and you need to address it. And the first thing that you would do is to say, hey, it didn't work in that and that way. It didn't, let's say, bring the UI that I wanted, or that I described for you. And you will need to go to the script, or go to the part of the script, and probably import again the dependencies. This is the case where it's not an error. I'm not talking about traceability, traceback errors in Python, for example. I'm talking about, um, let's say, the outcome itself that you didn't wish to have. And so this means that you again would copy paste it, and would again uh, um, try the new version that is output by your LLM. So this means that you need a configuration management strategy. That means that you would be very careful about not losing the best so far version, which means that you would change parameter for parameter and test every time you have a, let's say, an outcome. And this means that you shouldn't take the risk, at least. And if you have multiple issues, you would tackle issue for issue for issue. And every time you get the code, you try it again and see what difference it makes. Um, so this is the first part. Then the second one is the blockwise specifications to code. This blockwise means that you actually have blocks, which means that you have a problem and you split that problem into sub problems. And this modularity, in my opinion, has also pros and cons. It depends on the context. So you see that here we are talking about modules, and this is clear. This is just the UI which enables to visualize this. But here we are able to see at least which parts communicate, or I mean dependencies, let's say, the different config data and so on, and the modules, the classes, and whatever. Here you need to have an architecture, or at least a plan of, even if you have just one class, just one script, you can also we can also here talk about blocks, because you can have multiple, let's say, two or three methods within your class. And here we are talking also about the possibility of solving that by tackling method by method. And so this is, of course, more flexible. The requirements are more precise, because you're targeting the very core functionality of a, you must be able to know already what you're doing. You need to have an idea about the engineering, the components of the code, and hence you have more precise requirements here. Um, the LLM output cost is reduced. It's quicker to update. Let's say you just need a method. You have a class. This class needs to, for example, make some calculation. Then, based on that calculation, you can also need a method which interprets the cost of something. And then on top of that, you have an agent, which is an LLM, and it closes up and makes a report or something. And then here you can just prompt the requirements, and let's say the methods one by one, copy paste them, and bring all the thing together and test them. So this is very easy to output. And of course, this is a functionality oriented solution. And the outcome, as I said, is modular. Well, it can't work without clear architecture. As I said, you must know what you're doing, and if, of course, it takes more time. If it depends on your task, if you have a very big problem, this is the best method to use. If you have a simpler problem, I mean, from requirements directly to the whole solution is also fine. So, and this is, let's say, the closing part of it all. You must understand the script language because it helps you a lot. You don't need to remember everything by heart, but you at least need to understand what is a class, what is a method, what is a private method, what is a data class, what are properties, how to orchestrate everything, how to put your files, what are let's say templates, what templates do you want to use for your project, and so on. And this brings you a lot further with vibe coding. If you understand these mechanics, vibe coding is just a game for you. So yeah, thank you for watching. You don't need to do anything. You just need to ring the bell. It helps you to get notified every time something new pops up of this channel. So thank you very much and happy learning.